All right, to get to Seesaw, it's a little bit different than going through your rapid identity menu of options. So you're going to open up your web browser. I choose Google Chrome, but you can use Safari, and you're going to type in app, app, dot, seesaw, dot, me. You can also type it up here in this bar. Either way is fine. app.seesaw.me, whichever one you're used to doing. Press your enter or return, and you're going to get to this page, okay? Obviously, you're going to log in as a student. So I'm a student, okay? At this page, you can go ahead and enter your student, your Google student email, which is going to be the first 5 letters of your last name, your lunch number, at student.aisd.net. Obviously, mine looks a little bit different. Then here, you're going to enter your password, which is capital A, lowercase isd, and then your birth date, but it starts with the first 4 digits of the year you were born, then the 2 digits of your month, and the 2 digits of the date. And once you enter that information, you are not going to go down here to this text code. You're not going to click here. You're not even going to click here. You're going to go up to the top and click Sign In with Google. Okay, now for me, it opens up my Google account and it's trying to connect. It may do the same thing with you. You may have to enter your email address again, or it may take you directly to the Rapid Identity login page where you're going to enter just your username, the first 5 letters of your last name and lunch number, and your password. I'm going to go ahead and click my Google login, pardon me. Now, it thinks I'm trying to log in as a student, and so it's asking for a code. You shouldn't see this screen, but if I click here to my teacher account, then you're going to see how many classes that I have. So right now, I'm going to take a look at my 3rd grade class and just kind of walk you through a few things to show you how to maneuver into Seesaw. One other tip before I do that. Sometimes, if you have logged out of Rapid Identity on your device, it helps to go to the AISD page and log into students. I'll show you real quick. If you go to AISD, click on students, get rid of all the pop-ups, scroll down to where it says Rapid Identity Applications right here. If you're already logged in, it's probably going to pop up and give you the menu of options, which you would see your Canvas and the Britannica and library services, things like that. If not, it's going to give you your Rapid Identity login. Go ahead and log in here, and that way it will make your Seesaw login easier. I think it'll once you log into Seesaw the first time, it should be simple for you. You can always save your Seesaw in your favorites, in your bookmarks, just like mine, and you can see that I go right here to Seesaw and click on all the time. Now, a real quick tutorial. In your activities, this is like your folder, your assignments in Canvas. You can scroll all the way down and see the 3 activities that I've already assigned to you. The first one is getting familiar with Seesaw, and if you open up that activity, it takes you through a series of pages, and you're practicing all of the different tools that you can use in Seesaw. So it's just a practice activity, okay? The other activity above it is a Seesaw tutorial video. I went past it, didn't I? Oop, it's not here. Why not? Maybe everyone's already done it. That's probably what happens. All right, let me skip to a class that hasn't done their assignments already. Here we go. So when you log on to Seesaw as a student, you're going to have these same options. Journal is where all of the assignments and activities that you do in Seesaw, it's where they're stored. You can look at my students and see there's nothing, there's 0 right now, okay? When you click on activities, that's where you're going to see all the assignments. The assignment at the top is the most current assignment, and it's usually going to be dated. Right now I'm putting week 3. But you can also scroll down to see older assignments. I didn't date the Seesaw tutorial, and I didn't date getting familiar with Seesaw. So both of those activities you can do at any time, and I recommend them to become more familiar with this learning management system. Once you've completed an activity, then it's going to store it in your journal. All right. Your inbox is where you're going to find messages from me to you as my student and to parents. Okay, I can see down at the bottom here who has seen the messages, helps me to know who I need to make sure has that information. Notifications for me and for you is letting me know that an assignment has been turned in, activity's been turned in, or that a comment has been made, and I can approve those to be posted. Now let's go straight to your activities, okay? So for this week, the assignment that we're doing is an All About Me board using depth and complexity. To open any of the assignments, all you do is click on it, okay? But first you want to read the directions, and this one starts out with watch the video from Ian Bird to review the depth and complexity icons we use. So I'm going to go over here to the left, click on the video, it's going to open up, and I can play it.
In this series, we're going to be using some of the tools of depth and complexity to think deeply about our...
So I've recorded that and uploaded it to make it convenient for you to see before you start your activity. Then you can go to begin, click add response, and follow the rest of the directions. If I scroll all the way down, you'll see the screen add response. When I click on it, I'm going to be the sample student. Okay, here's my activity. So you see the frame. You should be familiar with the depth and complexity frame and all the icons that we use during our GT lessons. So, once I've opened this, I can't see my instructions anymore. So if I didn't memorize everything, I can go up here to view instructions and it pulls it back up again. Now we know I've already done this first one and the second one. Let's try the third one. Drag the big idea icon to the middle of the frame. Okay, let's do that. Here we go. Here's my big idea house. Click on it, drag it over to the middle of the frame. Now I gotta go back. Number 4, use the T tool to create a text box. Type your name and other big idea information about you, like your birth date, age, and grade. Okay, let's try that. Here's the T tool. Gives me a text box. I'm gonna go ahead and type in Mrs. R. Oh, and my birth date, right? November 6th. And my grade, other information. Let's say that I'm in the adult grade, okay? Now, I can click anywhere on my screen and I can move that to the middle. It's too big, so just like a text box, it's got handles. I can make it larger, smaller. When you get ready to start playing around, you can click on the 3 dots and you can change your style. And if you want it to be filled in the middle with black or just an outline, totally up to you. If you want it to be a different font, okay, and the way you change your size is by making it bigger or smaller. Okay, that's the first couple of steps. In this instruction, we've done together steps 1 through 4. So you're going to go on down and do the next few steps, and it takes you through dragging the details icon to one of the sections, adding a text box for this question, patterns, and adding a text box for these directions. And then it says pick 2 other icons to fill in the rest of your frame and use the T tool to answer the questions below. Okay, here's the rest of them. I've already asked the questions for you. You don't have to think about it today, but here's for language, rules, multiple perspectives, trends, ethics, and unanswered questions. All of these are questions about you and about what we're doing together in online learning. Okay? When you are finished, you have 2 options. You can go up here to draft and say that you've oh goodness, you've got to get on a Zoom for a class and you haven't finished this activity yet. You don't want to turn it in because it's incomplete. You can click on draft and it's going to give you an orange outline and it's going to put it into your journal to come back to later. Okay? So let's say that I want to do it. I'm going to open up my draft, click edit. I'm going to continue working on it. But now I'm finished. I'm going to click the check mark and you just turned it into me. That's all there is to it. Okay? When you go over to your activities, that activity should not be visible in your list anymore because it's done. Now, in my journal, if I click on my sample student here, looky there. There's the activity that they turned in, and you can see what I started in the middle. Easy peasy. Okay? I encourage you to explore around in Seesaw. The biggest task was to get logged on, and hopefully you figured that out. If you have questions, shoot me an email in Canvas, or if you're already in Seesaw and you have a question about an activity, shoot me a message in the inbox in Seesaw. And hopefully this will help you get started in exploring and feel comfortable for all the activities we're going to do this year. Talk to you later.